Good afternoon. If you want to start a serious debate, all you have to do is go up to a group of grillers and ask them which is better, gas or charcoal. You're likely to start a heated debate because there's literally tens of millions of people in each camp. Today, based on my research and experience in owning both a gas and charcoal grill, I will attempt to settle this debate, this long-standing debate. The truth is that there are several advantages and disadvantages to both charcoal and gas grilling, and that for maximum flexibility and taste, one simply needs to own both types of grills. Today I'll focus on 3 points. Charcoal grilling, its advantages and disadvantages. Gas grilling, its advantages and disadvantages. And that for effective grilling, you need both gas and charcoal grills. So starting first with charcoal grills, its advantages and disadvantages. It's a traditional form of grilling, charcoal grilling is. It's the one that we know from our childhood. And it has many advantages. And as Gary Lilly once pointed out, the greatest advantage of charcoal is it gives a flavor that can't be replicated anywhere else, an open range flavor. In addition to this, Stephen Reichland points out that charcoal grills reach a higher temperature than gas grills do, and this is important for searing meats. He also points out that it's better for smoking meats. Gas grills produce a vapor inside the hood of the grill that prevents smoke from penetrating the meat, and therefore charcoal grills are better for smoking meats. Yet charcoal also has some drawbacks. We shouldn't overlook that. They're messy. Frankly, anybody who's messed with charcoal knows how messy it is. It's harder to get an even heat across the grill with charcoal, and it takes longer to properly light charcoal. And oftentimes, if you're having a longer cook time, you've got to restoke and re-add charcoal time and time again, which becomes a complicated, messy, and frankly annoying thing to have to do. But if we've seen that there are advantages and disadvantages to charcoal grilling, we need to realize that there is also advantages and disadvantages to gas grilling. As Fred Thompson pointed out in his book, Grilling with Gas, the greatest advantage that gas has is ease of use. It's very easy to use. They heat up very quickly, and they heat up very evenly across the grated surface. Rachel Ray once said that she prefers gas grills because she likes to cook over longer periods of time. And gas gives you that opportunity to cook a consistent heat over long periods of time. Whether you're talking about a propane tank, which might last as long as 20 hours, or whether you're talking about a natural gas application like I have in my house, where it's literally piped into the gas supply of the home and it never runs out. And so there are certainly advantages to gas grilling. But there are also disadvantages, and they coincide with the advantages we spoke of charcoal. For instance, gas does not heat up to the degree that charcoal does. Therefore, it's harder to sear meats on a gas grill. It's also harder to smoke meats, and that's very important if you want to use your barbecue to barbecue. You need to be able to smoke meats. And it doesn't provide that open range flavor that you get with charcoal that gives charcoal hamburgers and steaks such a good flavor. And so that brings us to our third and important point, which is effective grilling requires both charcoal and gas. Many die-hard charcoal grillers refuse to even entertain the thought of owning a gas grill. And look at what they miss out on, the ease of use of everyday grilling. So many times you'll hear from charcoal grillers that aren't able to use their grills Monday through Friday because time and again it takes too long to stoke the coal chimney and to get it fired up and ready to go. And yet 68% of Americans are now buying gas grills, and they're missing out on that great flavor and searing ability that charcoal alone can bring. And so the truth is, both camps are missing out on the advantages of the other camp. And so it's interesting that the advantages and disadvantages of one coincide with the advantages and disadvantages of the other. And so it's obvious that there's a solution here. And that solution is to own both a gas and a charcoal grill. That way you have the best of both worlds. Even world-class grillers like Stephen Reichland have understood and recognized the advantage of owning both. It gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of cooking options. So in closing tonight, I want us to realize that if you own one type of grill, it's to your advantage to go out and buy the other type of grill to maximize your cooking and grilling opportunities. What good is it to have a charcoal grill if it takes so long to use it that you don't get to use it Monday through Friday? It'd be good to have a gas grill for that purpose. But what good does it do to have a gas grill if you never get that searing that you can get with charcoal or that open range flavor? And so we can see that for the serious griller, he needs to have both options. So what we've seen today is charcoal grills have many advantages and disadvantages. Gas grills have many advantages and disadvantages. And that for effective outdoor grilling, it requires maximum flexibility and maximum taste that's only afforded to those that own both gas and charcoal grills. Today, if you desire to get the most out of your grilling this summer, you don't need to get caught up in a ridiculous and silly debate over which is better. Realize they both have their advantages and disadvantages, that you need to own both, and then you can truly have the best of both worlds. Thank you.